Hello and welcome, or welcome back if you're returning. My name is Burr, and if you are a fan of MMOs, RPGs, JRPGs, obscure video games, art, or music, then you should subscribe because that's what we do here. Also, don't forget to like this video because it super helps us out. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Sorry, hi Lee. Trying to hear. I have my sign up, but I think people are talking in the kitchen, so hopefully they will be done shortly. Anyway, quick announcement before we get started. We are on our way to 800 subscribers. We are so close. We're at like, I don't want to jinx it, but it's like 790 to you. So hopefully I didn't jinx it and it goes, the people unsubscribe, but we're almost there. And once we get there, I'm going to be doing a super awesome live art stream where I'm going to be drawing pictures for you guys as a way of saying thank you for being so awesome and supportive. And it's really close. Once we hit 800, I'll let you know when that's going to be. So, yeah. Now, on to Final Fantasy XIV. We're continuing Shadowbringers today, which I'm very excited about. I've been thinking about this game non-stop since we logged off. like, 2 days ago. A day ago. So I'm very excited to continue going on forward and seeing what's going on in this place. The sun is up, but they were excited before because it was dark when I turned the game on, but yeah, so it's supposed to be dark right now, I think. But anyway. Here we go. Now is for how we proceed from here. The villagers we have evacuated earlier have arrived safely in the Crystarium. Howdy, Aromel. They seem to be accepting their situation for the moment. Most folk are far too distracted by the sky to worry about wounds or lost homes. They whisper and wonder if the warrior of darkness has come. 'Tis to be expected. Burr, I must ask a favor of you. Would you be so kind as to conceal your involvement in this endeavor for the time being? Okay. Seeing the light received from Lakeland is a momentous occasion, and many will be swept up in a maelstrom of excitement and confusion. Should you come forth as the legendary warrior of darkness, I fear that, no matter how good your intentions, such an appearance would throw the city into disarray. I find myself in agreement with the Exarch, although my concerns are more focused on Yulmore. It may be best if you maintain a low profile until we see how Vothri responds to all of this. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna be too happy about everything. Big baby. Hi, Viking. My thanks. Though we cannot freely celebrate your success, pray allow your heart to be buoyed by the joy of our citizens, a joy you surely brought into being. Buoyed. Ah, and I must ask the same discretion of you, Captain. 'Tis my intention to share with our people the tale of a great warrior who stood in defiance of the Sin-Eaters. This unnamed champion defeated the Light Warden and has since departed for parts unknown, yes? As you wish, my lord. Your penchant for mystery is nothing new, and I will encourage folk not to question this either. Although I expect to be told the whole truth of it one day, about all of you. No, it's a secret forever. With that settled, I shall return to the Crystarium and make an address to the people. These explanations and adjustments will consume much of my time, so pray take the opportunity to rest and recover from your exploits, and to think you'll not even need to shutter the windows to enjoy a dark and peaceful night's sleep. Way. I must stay behind and coordinate the evacuation of the remaining survivors. And I hesitate to ask after all you've done here today, but could I ask you to pass on a message on your way to the pendants? Please let Bragai know that we're bringing in a number of injured, and that any restoratives in the markets need to be reserved for the infirmary. Just that's easy. Easy. We should start making our own way back to the Crystarium. Slowly, mind you, it wouldn't do to arrive too soon after the Exarch. I'm staying behind as well. There's something I need to check on in Holminster. We already went through the village top to bottom, Alize. We should all take the chance to rest, you included. I knew one of those eaters, and I can't rest. Not now. That's true, we just killed her friend. So please, I wish to be left alone for a while, and that means you as well, Burr. I shall be cross if you try to follow me. I promise to find you later, when I feel myself again. Just you and me then, shall we? Forward. Poor Elsie. I don't blame her. I don't. Going back to the Crystarium? We are. So excited. So excited to be playing. I seriously have been just thinking about this and rewatching like clips from the stream. Over and over and over. I just wanted to play. That's actually a person? I haven't seen very many, I mean, other than my brothers. And their friend. I've not seen many people other than myself running around. Well, the Crystarium seems relatively ordered, wouldn't you say? The Exarch's speech must have been reassuring to hear. On the contrary, there is something jubilant in the air. I have a feeling this night won't be quite as peaceful as our 100 friend predicted. Except it's not nighttime anymore. I think I shall take a brief stroll around town before retiring to my chambers. Once you've discharged your duty to Bragai, I suggest you do the same. I cannot read. Sleep well, Burr. I hope untroubled dreams find you and Alize both. Braggy. Braggy? When I say braggy, I just think of Scooby-Doo going like raggy. So I don't know. Braggy sounds better in my opinion. Wait, where am I? That's where I need to go. I'm here. Okay. Raggy. Hi, what can I do for you? Looking to buy a lantern like every other stumbling soul in the city? That's right. I see. Well, Captain Lena can rest assured that any potions I spot coming in will be set aside for the wounded. Hang on a moment. If you're carrying messages for the guard, does that mean you were there, then? The battle at Holminster. A stalwart lass like you might want to pay a visit to the Wandering Stairs, make herself known. I'm sure Glenard can introduce you to some interesting opportunities. Whoa, sorry. Kicked a dog mode. Interesting opportunities, you say? That sounds rather Interesting. Suspicious. Hold on. Want me to go fight some monsters for you or something? This hospital lobby, not a hospital, hotel lobby music. That's what this is. Ciela, more beer for table 2, and a couple of pints of mead for table 3 while you're at it. Coming right up. Sorry, we'll rush off our feet today, miss. Can I get you anything? Drinks are on the house. Everybody's celebrating. Oh, that braggy has a twisted sense of humor. Oh no, what does he mean? God, to think he'd send you to me at a time like this. The first real night in near 100 years, his folk all riled up and then some. What's more, there was that eater business at Holminster Switch. They say a light warden was destroyed without a damn trace. It was the warrior of darkness who did the deed. She's just like, you don't say. I really must apologize for Goodnight. He's been almost as rowdy as our customers, and that's no small feat. A lot of our regulars are bounty hunters, you see. They mostly go after eaters, and the rumor of the warrior's appearance was the spark to their kindling. You know how the weak eaters are drawn to the strong ones, right? Here we go. Aye, they swarm like angry bees around a queen. You need look no further than Holminster for proof of that. But attacks on that scale don't happen every day. Praise the blessed shadow. No, the more common threats are the strays. No one knows why, but every now and then, an eater will leave the pack to prowl alone. Those are the ones you run into on the road if your luck is a foul. They're a danger to everyone, so the settlement council puts bounties on their heads. And our bar here is a convenient place for hunters to gather and share information. Seems a few of them were inspired by the warden slaying, even more than most. These are the types who have their sights set on the absolute worst of the strays, a class of eaters that's been dubbed the cardinal virtues. The virtues showed up out of nowhere about 3 summers ago, and when historians heard the descriptions given by survivors, well, apparently they share an appearance with the villains who caused the flood. And if that doesn't send a chill down your spine, they're also reported to be as tough as light wardens. Not the kind of prey you can take down single-handed. Our virtue hunters had all but given up, but knowing the warrior of darkness is out there has lit a fire in their bellies. Just look at them. That Yube over there with the oversized sword is grandson. Grandson? He's in it for revenge. Wants to recruit a comrade in arms as tenacious as he is. The Mr. Lan is a new reek. Don't be fooled by those dewy cheeks. He's as hard a hunter as they come. He just lost a partner and seems to be on the lookout for a new one. That's Sergig. Word is he seeks an expert in magecraft to help fight the virtue he's after. Last we have Jot, dwarf and drunkard both. Wanted to join forces with a healer, and only a healer. Something about needing a mentor's wisdom. I've seen my share of competent veterans. You have that look about you. Maybe you should introduce yourself to one of our hunters. Who knows? Together you might even collect the bounty on a cardinal virtue. Now there's a grand idea. Imagine the prestige my bar would earn if we boasted the patronage of a successful virtue hunter. Yay, access to role quests. Oh, cool. To reach the final stages of the main scenario, you must complete at least one role quest line. Interesting. Okay, I guess I see why that is interesting. but we will discuss that later. Let's finish this quest line. That's cool though. I like that it's like role specific. Sweet, Viking. That's what I was thinking, so thank you for assuring me that's the right way to go. Just like I'm looking and I'm like, where am I? Where am I though? Am I right there? I am. I'm doing okay. My brain is so broken because I've been just doing math studies for the last 2 days in a row. I definitely blame the math for why my brain is like... I don't know. Welcome back, miss! I wonder if anyone can sleep with the city in such an uproar, but will you be retiring to your quarters? Oh yeah! Hopefully I get a visitor tonight. Very good. In light of the present situation, I have had illumination prepared for all our rooms. No need to rush to the markets for lanterns or candles. Have a pleasant rest, miss. Oh, how nice of you. Seriously. I figured we'd see him again.
So it's your lot's turn to be the warriors of darkness, is it? It's funny how things work out.
Been watching, have you? These are my private quarters. Not private.
Well, I did warn you. I followed you to Yulmore and then on to Armarang. And I was there when you slew the Light Warden.
Kim's just hanging out.
Those white-haired twins who were with you. I remember them from our battle in the Source. Are they your friends then? Through thick and thin?
Yes.
Aye. Then I suggest you keep them close. It's when you charge ahead trying to save someone else that you end up losing those you love. Not that you need telling, I'll bet you've lost plenty. But I wonder, what will it cost you this time?
Don't say that. I don't like it.
I don't remember when it was that I learned regret wasn't worth the bother. You get numb to it all over the years. The lost comrades, the broken promises, the abandoned principles. Just more nagging burdens to ignore.
So this is what the light was hiding. She's here. I must go to her.
Who is this? Is she looking for us? Meanwhile, inside an Imperial Magitech facility in the Source. Oh, great.
Intruders! Fan out and find them!
These Imperials, though. Okay, my assist Indian, so
Out of my way!
Just throwing people over.
Stay your weapon. We are not your enemy. When the alarm sounded, I wondered what we had done to betray our presence. But I see now we are not the only intruders. Sir Estinian, I presume. The dragoon who plucked the Warrior of Light from the jaws of death. Your armor is most distinct.
Much as yours once was. But even without it, I see a former legator still has eyes and ears in unexpected places. Van Baelsar, in the flesh. Though I understand you prefer Shadow Hunter.
You are in contact with the Scions, I take it.
Through no choice of my own. They tracked me down and conscripted me to their cause.
Okay, buddy. Not you who's been following us around everywhere.
I swear their receptionist was trained as a spy. Not that anyone can escape that Baldessian woman once she has caught the scent of your ether.
If they have resorted to using freelancers, I must assume their attempts to wake the afflicted have failed. And what of their champion?
Away on other business. Thus, it has fallen to me to root out any trace of the Empire's new weapon.
If it is Black Rose you seek, you are too late. My people have already completed your mission here. Yet this is but one factory among many. When they caught wind of our efforts, they built additional facilities to ensure production continues unabated. There will be no one left in the lands they conquer. No citizens to conscript. No skills to exploit. Nothing the Empire needs. And they will call it victory.
What exactly does this Black Rose do?
The gas is described as a poison, but its actual effect is more arcane in nature. It was created to disrupt the ether in living beings, to bring the flow of their life energies to a standstill. Inhaling even the tiniest amount will cause all bodily functions to cease, much as a potent venom will stop a man's heart. Released over a city, Black Rose could conceivably kill every inhabitant, and all without damaging a single structure.
Search every corner! Rouse the barracks if you have to! I want this facility secured!
I have more questions, but now is not the time.
Sir Estinian, I have an offer for you, but I will make it only once. Since it would seem we seek the same answers, you are welcome to join us.
Ha! From what I hear, you need all the help you can get. In case you don't know, Varys himself confessed that your empire was a creation of the Ascians.
I am aware of what his Radiance said at the parley. Thus I would return to the capital, that I might behold the truth of this corruption with my own eyes. My path leads to Garlemald.
Dun, dun, dun. I was kind of wondering, though, what was going on in the other world. Estinian, he's so funny. Beg your pardons, miss, but do you perchance intend to head outside? If so, I would strongly advise you to not to stray too far from the Crystarium. Word has it Yulmore has dispatched its military to Lakeland. Given the timing, one can only assume they do not welcome the return of night. Even now, the Exarch is in the Ocular deliberating a response. Well, then we better go talk to the Exarch, eh? That big man baby having a temper tantrum. Oh, wait, hold on. Yes. May as well. Big man baby. He's so yucky. Where are we over here? Which was this one, right? Yes. Learning. I'm learning which gates are for where. Slowly. Yeah. No, you're right. He's just like a big old... He's just a giant toddler. He's overgrown. So funny. So terribly, awfully disgusting. Howdy.
You have come at a good time. As you may have heard, we have something of a quandary on our hands.
Alizé's back.
Laxon Loft, here in Lakeland. Yulmore has sent one of its airships. They have questions for us concerning the death of the Light Warden. Their emissary makes his way here even as we speak.
I suppose the sky does rather give the game away.
Indeed. 'Twas inevitable they would come knocking. The only question was how soon.
My lord, I am come with the Yulmoran emissary. May I show him in?
A moment, Captain, if you would. Everyone, gather round.
What's he up to?
I do not wish to show our hand prematurely. Forgive me this liberty. Vanish.
He just turned them all invisible. Sorry, you don't get a choice.
Well, well. The commander of the Yulmoran army himself. To what do I owe the honor, General Ranjit?
This music's not a good sign.
The Light Warden is dead, Exarch. Were your people responsible?
You are clearly in some haste, my lord. But before I address your question, you must allow me one of my own. What is Yulmore's interest in this?
His Benevolence, Lord Vorthry, is gravely concerned that the actions of an ignorant few may jeopardize relations between man and Sin-Eater. Should it transpire that the Crystarium is guilty of abetting the villains responsible for this outrage, my lord has decreed that it suffer the same retribution.
I see. Since you have been so candid, I too shall speak my mind. Regardless of who is responsible, the Crystarium rejoices in the Light Warden's death and welcomes the return of the night sky. If Yulmore considers this tantamount to aiding those you term villains, then by all means, carry out your retribution. Know, however, that even should every innocent soul in the Crystarium perish, nothing can stop that which has been set in motion.
Folly. The death of one or 1,000,000 Sin-Eaters changes nothing. The world is dead, and writhe as we might, like maggots in its rotting course, it will not be reborn. Only by my master's grace may we live out our days in peace. But I waste my breath. You have made your stance clear. I shall relay your words to Lord Vorthry. In the meantime, you would do well to counsel any here who have done more than merely rejoice in recent events, to throw themselves upon Yulmore's mercy, promptly. One last matter. We are searching for a young artist and his assistant. Know you of whom I speak?
Ruh-roh. But for reals, though.
An artist and his assistant, no. I cannot say I do.
What a pity. Should they reveal themselves to you, I bid you hand them over at once. My master is most eager to see them again.
So I guess you getting to see them. Uh-oh. What the heck?
Am I imagining things, or did he just stare straight at us?
I fear he did.
Yeah, what?
The General is not a man to be trifled with. He is a warrior of fearsome repute who has led Yulmore's army since before Vorthry's time, when the nation still spearheaded the fight against the Sin-Eaters. One does not command the world's mightiest army, and for so long, without possessing exceptional instincts.
If Yulmore chose to send such an individual, we must assume this talk of retribution is more than an idle threat. While we are grateful for your support, my lord, we cannot in good conscience put your people in harm's way.
'Tis noble of you to say, Master Alphino, but my people have been in harm's way since long before you arrived. Yulmore has ever yearned to rule over what remains of the world. Even should we surrender the Warrior of Darkness to them, they would find some other pretext upon which to invade. The people of the Crystarium know this only too well, which is why, when the time comes, I am certain they will fight to the last man. If truth be told, I would not have been surprised had Ranjit declared war here and now.
To be honest, I was expecting him to, like, just do something that might incite war myself, so I don't know. He was very calm.
He may have reason to delay. According to reports, the Yulmoran forces at Laxan Loft were observed taking a prisoner. A young woman believed to be none other than the Oracle of Light, Minfilia.
I thought that was Minfilia. Minfilia!
It may be that General Ranjit wishes to convey her to Yulmore before commencing hostilities. Having mentored generations of Minfilias, it would not surprise me if he had made her capture his chief concern.
Wait, is this the Minfilia? I'm sorry, generations of Minfilias? Say, what the heck?
Ah, of course. How remiss of me. I had intended to speak to you of Minfilia. There is, however, much to say, and precious little time in which to say it.
Then spit it out,
I think it best that you seek out Moren at the Cabinet of Curiosity. He'll be able to enlighten you. Alphino, Alize, would you care to accompany your friend? You doubtless have insights of your own to offer on the matter.
All right, though I'm still not sure I understand it all myself.
In the meantime, I will set about making provisions for war.
Hooray! Another war! We're really getting good at fighting these, so no worries. Okay, so where are we going? Cabinet of Curiosity. I wasn't sure what the thing was called. The Ethernet. Do I have that one? I do. That's so convenient. Oh yeah, that's right. This person just loves libraries and knowledge. I forgot who this is. Yes? If you're after books pertaining to the Warrior of Darkness, I'm afraid most are out alone at present. They are experiencing quite a surge in popularity. Oh, you wish to learn about the Oracle of Light? Then it would be my pleasure to assist. After I have finished off some few outstanding tasks, that is. While I attend to them, perhaps you could fetch me a book. The Illustrated Tale of the Oracle of Light, it's called. Though it's intended for younger readers, it provides an excellent summary of the subject matter, and the artwork is quite lovely besides. I would not hesitate to recommend it to anyone with an interest in learning about Minfilia. But you must see for yourself. The book should be located on the level below. Should, I say, but while there is a place for everything here, not everything is always in its place, despite my best efforts. In short, if the book is not where it should be, it will almost certainly be somewhere it shouldn't. So, good luck. Flawless logic. Alright. Where's the staircase? There it is. With 3 of us, it shouldn't be too hard to find it. There's at least a couple rows of books here. Start with this one. Towering Shelf. The book does not appear to be here. Shocker. Finding an afternoon? No luck as yet. This music is fun. So happy. How about this shelf? Does not appear to be here. Wow. The heck? This one. Something about needles and haystacks springs to mind. Just as your eyes begin to blur, they finally come to rest on a copy of the Illustrated Tale of the Oracle of Light. Hooray! Got it. Let's go, everyone. Story time! I found your book. Have you found the book? Yep. Now read it to me. Yes, this is the one. I hope it wasn't too difficult to track down. I'm happy to say I finished all my pressing tasks. If you want to call your friends over, we can begin learning at once. Yes. Without further ado, then. It began 100 years ago when the flood of light threatened to swallow Norvrend. Just as all seemed lost, a savior appeared who halted the all-consuming radiance, a maiden with hair of spun gold and eyes of clearest sapphire. Naught was known about her save that her name was Minfilia, and for delivering the realm she came to be revered as the Oracle of Light. After stopping the flood, the mysterious maiden vanished without a trace, but 15 years later, her name would unexpectedly reappear in the annals of history. Aw, these cute drawings. When Sin Eaters laid ruin to the kingdom of Volbert, a young girl was discovered who was immune to the creature's blighted touch. One with hair of spun gold and eyes of clear sapphire. She was hailed as the Oracle Reborn, and came to likewise be called Minfilia. Enlisting in the Ulmoran army, this Minfilia fought and vanquished countless Sin Eaters. Alas, like so many other soldiers, she eventually met her end in battle. Yet with her dying breath she whispered into her grieving comrades, Minfilia will return. Sin Eaters are creepy. And true to her word, some years later, another young girl was discovered who possessed the self-same eyes, that self-same hair, and those self-same powers. She too took the name Minfilia. She too fought Sin Eaters as a soldier of Yulmore, and she too fell in battle. Many more were to follow in her footsteps, and so the cycle continues to this day. Wow, you would think they would learn to do something different. And that concludes the tale. By their valor and sacrifice, these women have saved Norvrand on numerous occasions, and were it not for them, we might never have learned of the Light Wardens and their nature. They sound like formidable warriors. Some perhaps, the truth is rather less simple. Though the Oracle is reborn with certain common traits, she does not inherit the memories or the knowledge of her previous incarnations. All of the Minfilias thus far were discovered as ordinary girls, unversed in the ways of war and ignorant of the power they harbored. While some embraced their fate and devoted themselves to training, others do not. But all were made to face the Sin Eaters, and all died to keep our hopes alive. What can you tell us of the current Minfilia? Oh, sorry. Sorry, dog was barking. She was found by the Ulmoran army some 10 years ago and taken into their care, or rather their custody. She was a prisoner in all but name, for by that time, under Lord Valtry's rule, Yulmore had already abandoned resistance in favor of decadence. Minfilia was an uncomfortable reminder of the war they no longer wished to fight, a potential threat to the peace, and so they kept her under lock and key. For a long while, we heard nothing more of her. We couldn't even be certain she was alive, save that it was in the Ulmoran's best interest for her to remain under their control. But then, 3 years ago, a gallant soul stole into the city and rescued her from their clutches, just like a hero from the tales. Indeed. Well, I believe we now have a good grasp of Minfilia's tale. Thank you for your time, Morin. Might I trouble you for a word, Burr? Outside? Sure. Got secrets, Alfie? I keep wanting to read this guy's name as Moron. Don't want to be mean about insulting him. It's just... that's what it looks like. What do you want, Alphino? Hey. As you will have already surmised, the gallant soul who rescued Minfilia was none other than our own dear Thancred. Ah, that makes sense. They have since been wandering the land together, never remaining in one place for long, which is why we have not yet had a chance to meet them. We know that Minfilia journeyed here as Hydaelyn's emissary to halt the flood of light. It could only be her that the people of the first witnessed 100 years ago, the original Oracle of Light. But, while there's plainly some connection between the woman we knew and her namesakes, the fact that these girls do not share her memories must surely mean they are not the same person. Thancred has to understand that. I have no doubt that he understands. The question is how he feels. This is true. Regardless, the Thancred we know would not forsake his charge. If she has been captured, we may be certain he will not stand idly by. Humph, there you go again, talking in your roundabout way. If you think we should rescue Minfilia, just spit it out. It just so happens I agree with you. It's quite clear that this Minfilia possesses Hydaelyn's blessing. And it wouldn't hurt to have a second such individual on our side, right, Burr? Quite. One's generally been enough, but why is this sassy? Oh man. Well. I see you've made up your minds. Exarch, what brings you here? A report and a proposal. First, the report. Our scouts have confirmed that the Umoran forces at Laxanoff do indeed have Minfilia in their custody. For the present, they are holding her there, but we can be certain they will move her to Umor ere long. Should that happen, we may be forced to give her up as lost. So if we mean to act, we should do so quickly. Which brings me to my proposal. I ask that you entrust this undertaking to us, the people of the Crystarium. Oh. So you just want us to, like, sit around and do nothing? Oh my gosh, so sassy. One's generally been enough. Like, I guess we'll go find this girl.
You are doubtless eager to attempt Minfilia's rescue, and with your combined strength you may well succeed. But as I said earlier, I do not wish to show our hand unless absolutely necessary. "'Twas not merely the night sky that you restored to us, but hope. Hope for the future of Norvrand. Unlike you, we cannot contend with the Light Wardens, but so long as hope burns in our hearts, we will fight on regardless. This I will prove to you." My friends, I thank you for gathering at such short notice. There is something I would ask you all. As many of you are aware, I received an emissary from Yulmore a short while ago in the form of General Ranjit. To my dismay, the General condemned the slaying of the Light Warden, and warned me in no uncertain terms that, should the Crystarium cast its lot with the Warrior of Darkness, there would be war. Let none be mistaken. We would be hard-pressed indeed to resist the might of Yulmore. Some would even call it suicide.
I like how the big guy was just shaking his head like, tisk, tisk, tisk. So funny.
And yet my heart cries out to fight. Better that than relinquish the hope that swelled in my breast when I beheld the night sky for the first time in 100 years. Or so says my heart. My mind, meanwhile, reminds me that to follow my heart would be to risk everything we have accomplished thus far. Clearly, this is not a decision to be made lightly, nor less alone. And so I put the question to you all. What should we do?
My lord, you already know our minds. It brought tears to our eyes to witness the knight's return. The whole of Norvrand deserves the same, and not just because some children's story tells us so.
Yulmor's influence is far-reaching. Should war break out, trade would be subject to restrictions. The flow of goods will dry up, and we will struggle to make do with what little trickles through. But make do, we will.
Aye, we can weather such hardships. Is that not the very thing the Castarian was built for? We have always taken pride in our ability to sustain ourselves. Not just to endure, but to thrive.
When all falls down around you, rise up. Those were your words. There may come a day when all hope seems lost. But even should the rest of the world give in to despair, we shall not. We shall fight on, that our children and our children's children might know a better tomorrow.
Rousing words apart, I never much cared for those Yulmoran bastards anyway. No better than common swindlers, most of them. Wouldn't know a fair deal if it came up and kissed them on the arse.
There you go, Cassard. I love how they all have voices, by the way. It's like all voice acting is very nice. We've come a long way.
Trust you to spoil the moment.
It appears we have a consensus. Let it be known that the Yulmoran host at Laxon Loft has taken the Oracle of Light captive. They fear the power she holds over the Sin Eaters, and doubtless intend to imprison her once more. So, I move that we rescue the Oracle, grant her a place among us, and let that be our answer to Yulmor's ultimatum.
Hear, hear!
Hear, hear!
In planning a strategy for the rescue, I open the floor to you all.
And there you have it. If Yulmor wishes to denounce us as villains, then we shall embrace our villainy. Will you do so as well?
We will not be outdone. Consider us your partners in crime.
Yay, we're the bad guys.
My lord, our proposal is as follows. We begin by deploying Amaro to occupy the skies over Lakeland. They should serve to delay the airship's departure. At the same time, we scatter dream powder from the air. Not all will succumb to its effects, but it should thin the enemy's numbers, affording us an opening to swoop in and liberate the Oracle.
Very good. See to your preparations.
Go put people to sleep.
And what exciting crimes would you have us commit? Speaking for my fellow villains, I'd say we're capable of most things, though we draw the line at indolence.
If excitement is your desire, then I bid you join the guard. Captain Lena will give you your orders.
Hooray! That's pretty exciting. So we're gonna go cause a little mischief. Get to be the bad guys. That's fun. I think this is probably a good place to stop. I feel like something bigger is gonna happen and I don't want to be crunched on time here. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you have not yet. We are so close to 800 subscribers. I'm very excited. It's awesome. So thank you again, guys. Keep it in the community tab because that's where I'll post when I'm streaming next. If you want to join our Discord, the link will be in the description below this video. And yeah, I'll see you next time.